In the tunnel.
In the tunnel.
In the tunnel. You're listening to In the Tunnel.
Hello and welcome to In the Tunnel, episode number 52.
One for every week of the year, which is, exactly why we started this thing last March and are just now getting to 52 in October of 2019.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Alright, well, yeah.
We've hit a few hiatuses.
I mean, life gets in the way, but we still come back to it.
Yeah, whatever life is.
Anyway, let's just get rolling.
Alright, it's Sunday, NFL something.
Yeah, if my computer would love to catch up right now.
Oh, sure, blame the computer.
I mean,
operator error.
What else do I have to blame if I'm the operator?
Oh, I just assume one of these days you're gonna throw the stones to say it's me.
Nah, dude. Alright, well, so yeah, let's just kick off some NFL.
NFL. Alright.
Alright. Nothing to say about NFL, let's just go straight to Pro Football Hall of Fame still?
Nope. I'm just following your lead. You're the one who's in control of the graphics.
Anyway, let's just go straight to continuing our Pro Football Hall of Fame thing from last episode. Because we're obviously too tired to be coherent right now.
No, we'll talk about the NFL. The Patriots are the Patriots. The Chiefs, well, they're the Chiefs. The 49ers, better than Spurs. Beginning, first half season success in years past, and then ends up like 8-8. So, it's too early to talk about Patriots and the Chiefs.
Okay.
Any input there, Sean?
Not really. I haven't been following football for the last 2 weeks, so
We have obligations here.
Yeah, I'll pick it up when we get to hockey and stuff. So
pass.
Anyway, Pro Football Hall of Fame.
All right. Well, it's like this. We went from 122 to 50, and now we go to 25. In our decision-making process, and there's no dash. So 50 names still on the board, 24 move on, or 25 move on, 24 plus me, and my amazing commentary here.
Yeah.
So that'll be what the wheel decides here today, and we now for the first time in a long time have, brace yourselves, put math into our decision making processes.
We'll get to that.
In the form of a very basic, yet we got very confused at one point, Excel sheet.
Alright, well anyway, you want to go through the players that we still have?
No, but we will, just to be safe.
Okay.
Alright. So we got Tiki of Barbers, Gary Anderson, Lomas Brown, Clay Matthews Jr., not the one who's playing in the NFL now, which is Clay Matthews III. We've got Tony Baselli, Ryan Longwell, Lance Briggs, Larry Centers, Terry Terry McDaniel, Lincoln Kennedy. All right. Then we have Dallas Clark, Donald Driver, James Ferrier, Albert Lewis, Torrey Holt, Sean Alexander, Sean Landetta, Wilbur Marshall, Rondé Barber, Mike Allstott. Pause for a second here. Jeff Garcia, Muhsin Muhammad, Nick Collins, Richard Seymour, Clinton Portis, Henry Ellard, Chester McLaughlin, Bryant Young, Leslie O'Neill, Brent Jones, Steve Hutchinson, Bob Sanders, Jordan Gross, Zach Thomas, Brian Waters, Greg Townsend, Jimmy Smith, Eric Allen, Ben Coates, Josh Cribbs, and then finally Gary Clark, Lyndon Fletcher, Jeff Saturday, Neil Smith, Isaac Bruce, Nick Lowry, Herschel Walker, David Akers, Derek Mason, and Jeff Fiegels.
So yeah, quite a variety of players, huh?
It's as simple as that.
Yeah, so let's just go into some stats we made from our Excel sheet meandering.
All right. Why don't you do that while I create the document of who moves on to the next round?
Yeah. So when we tallied up the list of players, the teams you see here, which are the Chiefs, Raiders, and Redskins, they have the most people still eligible to be in the Hall of Fame according to this Wheels. And then the Colts, Giants, and Packers have the 49ers, Colts, Giants, and Packers have 3, which would be tied for second because the first 3 teams I mentioned have 4. And as far as our math goes, the players with the best chance of at least making it into the Hall of Fame at this point are moving on to the next round are Richard Seymour has the best chance. Then Lomas Brown, Torrey Holt have tied for second. And then Lance Briggs, Steve Hutchinson, Zach Thomas, Josh Cribbs, and Neil Smith are tied for third. Anything else to add?
Hold on, Sean. I'm working on something.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, you basically summed it up, and this was. Why don't we say how we weighted this thing?
Okay.
In our calculations.
So everybody for being on the initial nominee ballot got a point, right? Mm-hmm. And then if they were in the Pro Bowl, they got another point for each time they were in the Pro Bowl. And if their team won the Super Bowl, they got half a point for each time. So we basically just added that all up.
Yep.
Yeah, so let's get on to it. It's wheel spin time.
Whoa.
So we are going to spin one wheel today because we actually fit all the names.
I can't wait till March Madness again. We get to spin like 11 wheels again. I think we should do it for college football too.
Oh, God.
Just create a 14 playoff with 11 wheels. Figure out the math on that one, Sean.
Oh, God. How? All right. Anyway, so let's get to our 25.
Spin.
The first person on the list is David Akers.
Kicker.
Yep.
Kicker. Hey, what's the kicker there? All right, number 2 is going to be Lincoln Kennedy, almost another kicker.
Yeah, almost.
It was almost Ryan Longwell. Despite the fact that Ryan Longwell has 0 Pro Bowls or championships.
He actually has the least % chance to get it. All right.
All right, number 3, moving on. Sean, you better have a good solution to this. Come on. Come on. Come on. Give
Oh.
it to me.
D-
Oh, good. A Packer.
Donald Driver.
What a weirdo.
All right. Next.
The wheel spin.
And
Steve Hutchinson.
number 5, right?
That was number 4.
Oh,
Now
wow,
we're
I
on
can't
number
count.
5.
It's too early, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
We knew that, especially because you code.
All right,
You
now.
code
No.
for a living. All you do is count zeros and ones.
All right, now number 5.
It's about time we got a punter.
Chester McLaughlin.
Okay, not a punter
Not a
by
punter.
any means.
All right, next.
Do 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 do. Oh
Oh,
oh.
Richard Seymour. So,
And so our first guy comes off the board who was on the list of those who had the best chance,
yeah.
and it was the number 1 guy.
Yep. So, I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah, but we were really trending towards not having any of them.
Yeah,
Actually,
I know.
wait. Number 2, Steve Hutchinson was.
Oh, yeah,
There.
he was
Never
already.
mind.
Mhm.
God damn it! I was really hoping that just none of them would make it.
All right, next.
Give me that
Albert Lewis.
Give me that Albert. Give me that Albert in a can.
All right, next.
I need to get a desk that's bigger. I got no leg room here, man.
Clinton Portis.
Oh, well, it's the first time that the Redskins have won a thing in a long time.
And you can see people are getting more chance, but Ryan Longwell is still staying very, very low.
Brent Jones.
Brent Jones. What number are we on now?
10.
10. This will be 10.
This will be 10. That'd make a great song for some reason.
Okay. And we have Jeff Garcia.
Oh, that's stupid. As if the rest of these weren't.
Clay Matthews Jr.
Another stupid pick by the wheel. Come on, wheel. Give us something better.
Well, you want Ryan Longwell?
I don't want anybody.
Wilbur Marshall.
Wilbur. All right, number 13.
Jeff Saturday.
Jeff Saturday on a Sunday.
And
Don't make fun of me, man. I know what you're doing over there.
number 14 will be
James Ferrier.
Yep.
We have a Steeler on the board.
Good for you.
Yeah, it's the only source of joy in my life.
Number 15 would be Tony Baselli.
Sally. Oh, Sally.
Tiki
There
Barber.
you go. There's your lone source of happiness.
But Jeff Saturday was already.
What?
So hold on. Never mind.
What are you talking about?
I am just.
Say this. Let's unpack this.
Let's
really
just
quick.
say I'm super tired and I can't think.
No, I want to hear the logic behind it.
No, there is none. Because I literally was just like, what am I talking about?
Yeah. How'd you get us offensive lineman confused with Tiki Barber? Muhsin Muhammad, the only Carolina Panther to ever do anything.
Oh
And
boy.
that's a shot. And that's a major shot.
Yeah.
Josh Cribbs, who is also in our probability list, even though he's a kick returner.
Yeah. Alright, next.
Torrey Holt.
He had a pretty high probability. I don't know if he's in our list.
Yeah, he is.
Oh,
Who's number tied for 2?
okay.
Oh,
What number are we on now?
20.
You sound angry.
Yes. It's the only way I have to wake up anymore.
Rondé Barber, so the brothers.
Oh, good. As if it wasn't corny enough that they both made the last round. We have to do. This is just like the stupidest thing. Like the two McCourty brothers who played on the Patriots since forever and were the last guys who were on our good Rutgers football team. Because there is no such thing anymore.
Leslie O'Neal.
Leslie O'Neal. Leo. I can't sing good. Look
Jeff
at you,
Beagles.
Sean. You got another giant. Wow, you must be on cloud 9 right now. Ecstatic, I'm sure.
Bryant Young.
All right, another 49er. All right, on to number 24. Neil Smith.
Neil Smith.
Another guy on the list.
And last one.
I hope
Will we
it's
get
God.
the Ryan Longwell, the least probable person to make it?
Oh,
That was close.
Lomas.
Brown.
All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of our 8 on our list of best chance getting in. Move on.
Okay.
With only Lance Briggs and Zach Thomas not making the cut.
Okay. So, if you haven't seen or heard, we did a fantasy draft for hockey, not football, unfortunately.
Well, timing wise, it was a little off.
Yeah.
Plus, we couldn't figure out how to insert the cash into a PC for a money league. You go to Walmart, you do the self checkout, they make it look so easy, and then computers all over the world just don't take your money.
Right. Anyway, so let's just go through, if you didn't catch, who we drafted, and we'll be keeping up with this league and give you guys updates as the season goes on.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah,
I hope I get an update.
So with our first pick, which was the 9th overall in the first round, we picked David Pasternak.
Absolute stud. Despite the fact he plays for a horrible organization.
I mean, it's not the worst, I don't think. So yeah, I think we had the choice between Marchand and Pasternak, and we chose Pasternak because neither of us wanted to pick Marchand.
Well, Marchand doesn't put up points like Pasternak does, and
but Marchand hits, right?
Yeah, but Marchand is also going to get penalties.
Yeah. Anyway, so
that right now.
With our second pick, which was 16th, we picked Austin Matthews.
I'm amazed he fell to the second round.
Yeah, I'm amazed we actually got to pick between him and John Tavares.
Yeah, we got John Tavares in the third, except we didn't. Because instead, we got Pecorine with the 33rd pick.
Yeah.
Because apparently, goaltender's very hot in the early rounds.
Yeah,
We had
some
no
people were
idea.
picking them in second round, and then since we had a pretty late pick, we had
to scramble for a goaltender because we didn't understand why people were picking them early.
Yeah. And then with our fourth round pick, we picked Alex DeBrincat. It was pretty good.
I was really high on this guy despite not knowing a whole lot about him, I'll admit.
I mean, he flexes, so that's really important in a hockey league. So
yeah, all those muscles.
Yeah. And then with our fifth pick in the 57th overall, we picked John Carlson for our first defenseman this late.
Yeah, a guy who's put up plus 70 point seasons in the past, so we're just looking for
Yep, consistency is the name of the game.
To keep us going.
Yep. All right, and then with our sixth pick, go ahead.
We took Brock Besser of the Canadiens, which started an interesting scenario where neither of us stay up to watch Canucks games, but
yeah,
we now invested a roster spot in this guy. So if he doesn't get delivered, we might just straight cut him.
Yeah. And then we followed it up with picking Sean Couturier,
which I immediately tried to flip for Evgeny Malkin because I thought that he was actually our second round pick for some reason. And the guy said, no, I'm Malkin. And I was like, oh, well, I wonder why. And it took me a good solid week to realize that, Couturier was drafted like 5 rounds later.
Yeah, and it's kind of funny because we're both fans of Metro teams that dislike the Flyers. So
yeah, it didn't take a lot of convincing for me to get Sean to be like, okay, on trying to trade away Couturier.
Yeah, and we followed it up with picking Dougie Hamilton, 88th overall in the 8th round.
Yeah, we just needed a decent defenseman, and despite the fact that the Hurricanes don't actually have any, we took a defenseman from the Hurricanes.
He's been actually producing pretty well.
Yeah, but the Hurricanes still.
Yeah.
And don't give me that shit about like, oh, they started the season really well. Good for them.
Anyway, following that, we picked
the Penguins are 2-2 with literally scraps on their team. Like, the beginning of the year means nothing.
Anyway, following that, we picked Jeff Skinner, center left wing from the Sabres.
I really just need him to have a strong first half again.
Mm-hmm.
And then we'll trade him away. We'll sell high on him later.
All right, and then we picked our second goalie in the 10th round, Henrik Lundqvist.
Yeah, Queen Lundqvist over here. Gave up a solid 7 goals last night or whatever it was.
He gave up 4, but he didn't play the full game, so his goals against average went up.
Yeah.
Or 3, something like that.
Yeah, what a loser.
Hey, I mean, I looked. We actually, with this past week's games, we would have beat like half the teams in goals against and stuff.
Good. We need to go undefeated. That's a goal here.
Okay.
I'll take one loss in the first 4 weeks. I want to go 3-1 at least.
Okay. Anyway, moving on. After Lundqvist, we decided we had enough goalies, so we picked Max Domi from the Montreal Canadiens.
Yeah. And then in the 12th round, we went out and got Hornquist because he plays on the Crosby line or the Malkin line. Top 6 winger. And, we're currently in negotiations to try to get him back on the roster.
Yeah.
Because we picked up Nick Foligno off of the Blue Jackets. And so, we're going to fix that. We're going to rectify that.
Yeah. So then we followed that with Mikhail Sergachev on the Lightning.
Yeah, Mikhail Sergachev.
Yeah, whatever.
Mikhail. Kevin. We drafted Kevin McHale.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, yeah, we realized there's like, oh wait, how many defensemen do we have?
3.
Now, at this point, because we realized we needed defensemen.
Yeah.
So then after that, we picked up another defenseman in Matthias Ekholm on the Predators. And then we picked up Sam Reinhart from the Sabres.
Reinhart. I mean, he was in real life drafted pretty high in the world.
Yeah, and then
people think highly of him, which is not something that people say about us.
And then we picked up, with our last pick in the draft, we picked up Alex Edler because we realized we needed a defenseman on the bench because we had none.
A defenseman on the bench? Why does that sound like a legal thing?
If we just want to reiterate our picks, again, Pasternak was our first pick, followed by Matthews, Rene, DeBrincat, Carlson, Besser, Couturier, Hamilton, Skinner, Lundqvist, Domi, Hornquist, Sergachev, Ekholm, Reinhart, and Edler.
Ta-da! And as a bonus, because we are now recording this on a day where our matchup has all
of the games have been played.
No. He picked up 2 guys who are playing today.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he's got 2 games left.
We can see.
Oh, wait, no. He didn't pick up anybody, but...
he put them in. Kyle Connor and Timo Meyer. They're not going to get him to win, though.
Yeah. So it looks like we'll hold on for the win.
Yeah, it's close, though.
5-4 to win. A 5-4 win. It's a win. A win is a win is a win is a win.
All right. Anyway.
You listen to a word I say.
Anyway. Let's
talk down to me.
Let's get into just wrapping up with some NHL talk. So, just quick on each division, right? The Metro is kind of how we expect. The Hurricanes are performing a little bit better than they probably should with their pretty good start.
Frauds.
But it seems
not
like
a good team. Not good depth. They barely played Aho.
It seems that they will. It seems that they will start to slow down at some point. God damn it!
Yes, they will. This is not a good team.
And then the Devils have been severely under everybody's expectations. They haven't even got a win yet. They could have against Edmonton, but they blew it.
They actually had expectations for the Devils this year. Like, I'm not saying that to be I'm not saying this like I'm like ridiculing the Hurricanes, but it's like they just look like the Devils team that would be like 2 years ago when they played the Lightning in the first round, like when they didn't have those expectations.
Exactly, but that is kind of the expectation, right? Be on the fringe for a playoff spot, kind of thing. That's the expectation.
But they don't make those decisions now.
But I mean, with the way that they scored 4 goals in the first game, and then they've been outscored 16-2 since that until the Oilers game. So as far as performance, they haven't put in, like, aside from the Oilers game, which was a good performance, the rest of the games have been pretty shoddy, and they haven't had bright spots in them. And that's what I'm talking about as far as expectation.
Is it time to get rid of Corey Schneider or not?
We can't. He has an NTC. Or an NMC.
Yeah, I just try to buy him out.
Can you? Can you try to buy him out?
I don't know. Why don't you look that one up?
Anyway, so with the Atlantic, Ottawa is bad. I think that's a given. They got their first win, though, yesterday against Tampa.
A
and
Tampa toupees.
and Buffalo is off to a really good start.
Yeah, but we heard that same spiel last year.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I mean, hey, if they do this for half a season and Reinhardt and Skinner pay off, I'm good with it.
Yeah.
Right?
For fantasy.
Yeah.
Fantasy.
And then the Central has two teams no wins still. I think the Blackhawks actually got a point yesterday. So, and then their teams are kind of split straight down the middle with teams that start off really well and teams that haven't really started off at all yet.
Yeah.
And then the Pacific, Edmonton is off to a hot start off of Neal's 7 goals, right? And McDavid's 10 points.
Yeah, we should have picked up Neal.
Yeah.
But he's gone now.
And then
fucking don't listen to me.
San Jose just got their first win, and their bottom four teams all still only have like 2 or 1 points. It's pretty bad.
San Jose has overcommitted so much money to bad talent.
And
Erik Karlsson and his injury-prone ass. And then they just brought back Patrick Marleau. It's like, weren't you guys like phasing out of this?
Yeah.
And then he just went right back into it.
Yeah. And then so as of right now, there are 3 teams left with 0 wins, not 0 points. The Blackhawks, the Wild, and the Devils. So we'll see when all 3 of them actually get their first win.
Hey, the Penguins beat the Wild last night.
That's why the Wild still have 0 wins.
Oh, yeah, but it's the state of hockey.
It
is.
Yeah.
Don't talk down to me like that.
I can talk down to you whenever I want.
Kinky.
Oh, God. Is there anything you want to bring up about hockey aside from what I said?
I think that I better stop while this train is not yet completely deteriorated.
Oh, I think we're pretty far past that, man.
Okay, well then I guess I shouldn't bring up anything. I'd move Schneider. I'd get him to waive his no movement clause, to be honest with you.
Yeah, but how? And what are we going to pick up? Because Blackwood hasn't been Blackwood let in was a pretty bad performance when he started and when he took over for Schneider after Schneider got like that pulled muscle in one game. So who are we going to put in?
So let me ask you this, and this is a serious question. Do you think that if you offered Luongo a good deal, they'd come out of retirement to play for the Devils?
No.
Would you want Luongo if he did?
Sure.
All right. Well, there you go.
Man, but like his retirement tweets have been hilarious. So I don't know if I want to lose that.
You wouldn't lose it.
All right.
Trust me, you wouldn't. He would tweet even if he was on the Devils, like, I'm too old to be playing this game anyway. as he's given up 2 goals a game.
Yeah, but 2 goals a game is fine. That's like average.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. That would be the funny part of it, is that it would be contradicting everything that he says.
Yeah.
Ta-da!
All right, yeah. So expect more updates, and if you haven't already seen or heard our extra for our fantasy draft, please check it out and let us know.
It's on YouTube. It's on the Facebook page. It's where books are sold at Barnes & Noble.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, just go to a Barnes & Noble and ask for a podcast. See if they look at you weird or not.
Yeah. All right. Anything else you want to say?
Then, there you go.
No funny thing to sign off the episode?
I don't think I'm going to get any better than go to Barnes & Noble and ask for a podcast.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, thanks for tuning in, and catch you next time.
Yep.